Hello, good morning. I'm Joy and this is Yoga with Joy, and I'm going to take you through a really lovely, gentle morning sequence. Some of the exercises and postures are what I like to do in the morning for my stretches. And of course you can have blocks or a blanket or cushion, anything like that. Strap can be useful, but really you might not need it, and there's always modifications you can do so that you don't necessarily need those things. But yeah, if you feel like you need some support, then grab anything like that, cushion or block or anything, or a scarf instead of a strap. And the main thing you'll need is a yoga mat. So grab a mat and yeah, look forward to seeing you on the mat in a moment.
Oh, radiant sun, pure consciousness, flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see, illuminate my heart, awaken me.
Okay, so find your comfortable seat. That's your comfortable seated position. You could be using a block or blanket if you want to. Otherwise, you can just sit on the mat. And we'll start by centering. So, welcoming the day this morning. Taking a moment to just feel into how you are this morning. How your body's feeling. Maybe how you've been sleeping. If you're feeling kind of tired and slumpy, then you could just slump forward for a moment and really feel into that tiredness. But maybe you're ready and quite awake. But just really, just take a moment to check in with yourself and how you are, how achy you're feeling, or how awake and alive and ready for the day you are. So you can have your eyes closed like I've just been having them now. Otherwise, just a soft eye gaze. And let's bring the hands to the heart center in Namaste. And greet the day with one Om vibration together. And then gently bring the hands to the brow, the forehead. Take a moment here. And then above the head, stretching up. Breathing in deeply, gently opening up your eyes. And opening up into Prana Mudra above the head, the energy mudra. And taking a few breaths here. Filling your lungs full of the wonderful air that keeps us alive. And waking up your body with your deep breaths. In through the nose and out through the nose. And hands above the head again in Prana Mudra. In Namaste. And then down to the heart. Exhale the hands out in front, together. Take a breath in. And exhale. Open. Breath in. Opening up the chest. Exhale, closing. And now on the next inhale, we'll open wide. Stretching back, opening up the chest. Slightly tilt the head back if you like to. Exhale, closing. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, bring the hands behind, clasping, opening up the chest. Inhale. Exhale on the movement. And then inhale, stretch up. Exhale, moving. Inhale, clasping. Exhale, and then inhale. Exhale. Inhale, clasping behind you as much as you can so the palms can come together if they can, if not, it's not a problem. Exhale a movement, but coming forward this time. So bring the hands forward and then stretching the palms away from you. So you're clasping and stretching. Exhale away. Inhale, turning the palms over, stretching the other way. Exhale, palms away. Inhale, back of the hands, keeping the shoulders lovely and relaxed and away from the ears. Exhale, palms away. Inhale, back of the hands. And then turning the palms away, exhale. Inhale, up. Raising up, slightly different stretch, so the palms are away from you. Release the hands. Exhale into Prana Mudra. Taking a breath in first to prepare, and then exhale over to the side. So now we're working on our side body. Inhale up, and then exhale over. Really stretching out the side, whichever way you're going, the side of your torso. Inhale up. Exhale over. Remember that this is the first stretch of the day, so you're just being super gentle, only going as far as feels good. Nice. Inhale up. Oh, there's my plant. Exhale over. One more time. Inhale up. And then exhale. Lovely. That's really nice. Inhale up. And then bring the hands down to the heart. Perfect. And then we'll take the hands behind for a moment. Bring the feet out. And then rock the knees from side to side. Just have some, really focusing on your breath. So that just means we're being mindful that we breathe enough. That's something that's always challenging for me in my daily life. And then when I'm on the mat, it feels like much easier to breathe because I've taught myself that and I've learnt that from other teachers. So it's really good to use the breath as you're practicing yoga. It's one of the main aspects of the yoga practice. So with your feet out, we can come back like this. We don't need to be in Dandasana straight up. You can just relax back and then flex the feet, then point the feet. Flex, point, flex, inhale, point, exhale, flex, inhale, point, exhale, and then over to one side and then over to the other side. So you're just gently moving the legs from one side to the other, and it will be a gentle stretch on your hip and all down the side of the leg. That's great. And then lifting up with your hands underneath your thigh, your right thigh, lifting up your right leg, and just have a little turn around of the ankle one way and then the other way. Nice, good. Hopefully this is feeling really nice on your ankles after your sleep. So hand behind the left leg, and then gently rotating your left ankle, your left foot with the breath. So remembering relaxing the shoulders, and then the other way. Good. Okay, and then placing down. Wonderful. And then bringing the feet together, and we'll use this Baddha Konasana, or diamond, this further apart diamond posture with the feet together. We'll use it to bring ourselves forward and do a little bit of side stretch. So inhaling up, exhale down. So as well as stretching out the hips, this is hopefully stretching out all the little muscles in your lower back as well, just right at the bottom, round about your sacrum and your lower lumbar. Taking some lovely deep breaths in the stretch, remembering this is, again, will probably be your first stretch of this kind today. So just being gentle. Stretching out all the achy bits. And then over to the side. See how that is? Oh, feels nice. I don't know about you, but I'm really stiff in the morning. I get really, no matter how much yoga I do, I'm always stiff in the morning. So then over back to center, and then over to the other side. So these kind of stretches are super important for me. Over to the other side. And if you're someone who's really into exercise, like running or anything like that, you'll need, obviously stretching is really important. You'll often feel quite achy in the morning. Okay, and start to bring yourself back up. Gently close the feet, and we'll bring, we'll come into deer pose. So the left foot is bent, the left knee is bent, and the foot is going into the thigh here, and then the right leg is bent, and the foot's going behind in deer pose. And we'll just come into a twist here. So inhaling, lifting through the crown of the head, and then exhale over into the twist. If deer pose doesn't feel good for you, you can just do this in cross-legged or kneeling. Looking over to the side. Gentle, deep breaths. So you're basically looking directly over to your side. You're not going further over, just directly over. And the twist will probably be all the way down here. Nice stretching. And then inhaling, lifting, and then exhale back to center. Lovely. Lifting up and out of deer pose, then coming to the other side. So doing exactly the same on the other side. Lifting through the crown of the head, and then over to look over your right side. Deep breath. Every inhale is a slight lifting, and every exhale, just a gentle twist, a little twisting a little bit more. Inhale, lift, and then exhale, back to center. Lovely. Okay, great. So turning, crossing your legs and then turning over. So coming onto your knees. Coming into the cat posture. So this is your Majarasana, the cat. And we'll just start by gently inhaling and looking up and exhaling, looking between your knees. So your knees are hip width apart and your hands are below your shoulders, so they're shoulder width. Inhale up. Exhale, arching the back towards the ceiling, looking between your knees, lifting up your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha, and your abdominal muscles. Inhale, releasing. Exhale, engaging your core muscles. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling, looking up, and then exhale, flat back. So we'll first bring the right leg behind and just gently rock, turning the toes over and just rock on the right leg, so stretching out your hamstring. And then gently lifting up your leg so that it's straight and giving a little shake. Shake out your right leg. And then bringing the leg forward and in front to the right of your hands. So it's really, you're opening up quite a bit. So it's a little bit wider. And then we inhale forwards and exhale back, stretching out your hamstring here, all the leg along here. Inhale. Exhale. If your knee is sore, if you've got hard floor underneath your mat or something like that, you can always put a blanket underneath. Inhale. Exhale. Stretching out, you're flexing your foot when you stretch it back. Inhale forward, exhale. Inhale forward, and then we're going to turn, and we're going to place the left hand down and the right one up. So we're coming into a twist. Really tuck in your tummy so your abdominal muscles are lifted and your pelvic floor is lifted to create a bit of space for the twist. And then gently bringing that hand down. Fantastic. And then here, you can either keep your knee down and come up into crescent lunge with your knee down, or you can lift up. We're not going to stay up very long. Into your back, your straight back leg. Bring the hands into the heart. Lifting up, prana mudra. Opening and breathing, greeting the day. Deep breaths. And hands above the head in namaste and down to the heart. And then bringing the hands back down, and you'll lower the knee, but if you've already got the knee down, that's great. And then bring your left hand in a little bit, and we'll bring the left foot outside. So we're in a wide stance. So we've got fairly, like you might have, I don't know, a foot and a half or something between your feet. And then you're just folding forward. So it's a slightly wider leg, Uttanasana.
not quite mat width. And so you might be even here, and that's fine. We might be bending your knees. But the main thing is you're having a bit of a stretch, and you can slightly roll forward and see how that is stretching on the back of the feet, the legs. Lift up the toes, rock back. Exhale, move onto the toes a little bit. Inhale, lift up the toes, rock back. Exhale. Inhale. Then just holding the arms, and you kind of flat back and hands on the hips, and gently bringing yourself back up. Lovely. This is good. Lift up the arms, and then take the thumbs together like this, and your hands out. So we're going to do sunrise stretch, greeting the sun with the feet are a little bit apart like I've got them. Bend the knees, and then reaching over. We're going in a circle. I'm not going to turn to face you, because you should be able to see me okay like this. I'll just show you what it's like over here. And then coming down. Really tucking in your tummy, your abdominal muscles as you come down, bending your knees. Just going at your own speed. Hello, begonia. Really must get some other plants. I do love a begonia, but I think it'd be nice to have some other plants around. Inhaling up and the other way. You bend the opposite knee as you're going down. Wherever you are, the opposite knee is bent a little bit more. And you can stretch your fingers out like it's like a wake up for your fingers as well. Lots of nice deep breaths. And then bringing yourself in the last one, coming up, stretching up, and then really clasp your hands together. Take a little back bend. If you feel like it, if you're someone who likes back bends, you can just enjoy this. Have a nice back bend. Your neck can, if it's comfortable, your neck can go back, but please don't put your neck back if it's uncomfortable for you. Bring the hands to the heart, and then gently make your way back down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, step back into a wide downward dog. I'm just going to sort on my pack. Don't copy me right now. Into a wide downward dog like this. So the legs are nearly mat width, but not quite. And then we could walk them out so they're mat width. Then exhaling the knees down, upward cat. And then coming into tabletop. Then bringing the left foot back and start to flex out your left foot. Giving it a nice stretch of your back at the back of your leg. And then lifting up the back leg, your left leg, nice and straight. Remember your core muscles, holding in your abdominal muscles, pelvic floor, and then shaking out your back leg. Give it a little wobble. And then bringing the left leg onto the outside edge of the hands. So the hands are inside your left leg. Okay, and then we're inhaling forward, Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, lovely stretch. Just feel into any part of it. You don't have to be going as fast as I am. You can just really feel into how you are in this morning, how it is. Inhale. Enjoy the stretch. Exhale. Okay. Inhaling forward. And then planting down the right hand. So you're keeping the right hand down there. And then lifting up the left. So nice twist. And then bringing the hand back down. And then keeping your knee down and coming up into the old crescent lunge from here. Or you can lift the knee. Making sure your toes aren't scrunching into the mat, so you can lift them up and place them down. Keeping a lovely straight back leg. Bring the hands into Namaste. And then opening up, Prana Mudra. Deep, waking up breaths. Awake, alive, ready for the world, ready for today. Feeling centered and grounded for whatever's to come today. Hands over the head, Namaste, and then down to the heart. Bringing the hands back down. And then lowering the back knee. Bringing the the knees hip width apart again, and the feet hip width apart. And we'll just have a little sway out of the hips from side to side. Nice deep breaths. And then coming back to stillness, and then opening up the knees, touching the toes, and gently bring yourself forward. If you can do this, it's called Anahatasana. So see how this is. So the chest might be, gotta watch out for my mic. The chest might be resting on the mat. And the arms are resting on the mat, and then the chin might rest on the mat. Otherwise, just bring your forehead onto the mat, and you can always bend your arms, or you could come more into puppy pose where you're hip width apart and coming down like that, so you don't, if it's hurting your knees. But if you can do the full Anahatasana, it's the heart chakra posture. And then gently bringing yourself back up, bringing the knees in, and then turning your turning yourself back onto seated. So you're coming into seated, bringing your feet, your legs lovely and straight, and the hands into Dandasana. And then bring the hands out. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Abdominal muscles lifting up the pelvic floor and the abs. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Lifting up. Lift up the belly, pelvic floor. Inhale. Exhale. Lovely. Be careful of your lower back. If this isn't good for you, please don't do it. Inhale. And then bring the hands down to the side. And then gently lying down on your mat. And bring your right leg with your back flat on the mat and your feet hip width apart. And then bringing your right leg over, so your ankle, the right ankle is over the left thigh. Bringing the hands behind, and you're taking hold of the back of the left thigh. Breathing in your legs, so you're stretching out your right glute muscle and leg. If you find this is hard for you, because you want to lift up your head when you're doing this, you can place a block or a blanket or a cushion underneath your head. That really helps. Or you can use a strap. If you're finding if it's uncomfortable for your shoulders, for example, and you're lifting your shoulders, you can use a strap and it can keep your shoulders down. Just generally enjoy this stretch, and hopefully it's a nice one for you. I love it. And then bring the legs down and then over the other side. Exhale in your legs with the left ankle over the right quad in front of your leg, thigh. Lovely deep breaths. Enjoy the stretch. And then bringing the legs down again. We'll bring the hands out, but we don't need to have them fully out to a T because we're just going to rock from side to side. And just hold it for as long as you want, one way, then the other way. Stretching out your hips. And then you can lift the knees up and bring the feet to the side of the mat. And we can just, this is a little bit of a thigh stretch. So it stretches the top thigh here. Stretching as we go over. So just the same, we'll just have like a couple on each side, 2 or 3 on each side. Lovely. And then bring the knees into the chest. I always get really into these sequences when I'm doing them for the videos. It's like, oh, so nice. And then let's just have a moment. We're not going to stay long in Shavasana, but we'll just bring ourselves down into Shavasana and really rest, because it's the way of integrating a physical practice. So allowing your body to have a moment of rest is so important after yoga practice, and really important for your day ahead. Just feeling yourself really heavy on the mat, and just for a moment, not very long, just feel really the weight of your body. Feel your nervous system calm. And then when you're ready, just taking a few little movements of your hands and your feet. And then turning over onto your side. Bringing yourself back up to seated.
hands at the heart, namaste. And we'll finish today with our Om vibration. We'll just do one Om vibration and then finish with Om Shanti Shanti. And yeah, bless the day. Bless your day ahead. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Raising the hands above you, stretching up, opening. The hands in Prana Mudra above the head. Open your eyes. Deep breaths. And hands above the head, down through the centers to the heart. And good morning. Welcome to the day. Namaste. And thank you for watching my yoga video and sharing any comments below. It's been a pleasure.
Oh, radiance and pure consciousness, flaming orb of truth and bliss, remove the veil so I can see.